Most people live their entire lives inside invisible walls. They don't realize it, but they've built mental fences around what they think is possible. They dream only as big as their environment allows, and they settle for less than what they're truly capable of. Thinking small feels safe. It keeps you from failing, it keeps you from standing out, and it keeps people around you comfortable. But it also keeps you stuck. If you want to live north of average, you need to break those walls. You need to think bigger and stop playing small. Today, I'll share 7 powerful steps that can help you expand your vision, break free from limitations, and step into the life you're truly meant to live. And before we dive in, if you're serious about building wealth, success, and an unstoppable mindset, make sure to subscribe to this channel. Every week, I share strategies that help you stay ahead and live north of average. Step 1. Challenge your beliefs. Everything begins with belief. The greatest enemy of success isn't failure, it's doubt. If you believe you can't do something, you won't even try. If you believe you're not capable, you'll automatically play small. The wealthy, the leaders, the innovators, they all believed bigger before they achieved bigger. So here's a challenge. Write down the limiting beliefs you've been carrying. Things like, I'm not smart enough, I don't have the money, I don't have the right connections. Then, next to each one, ask, what if the opposite were true? Because sometimes the only difference between average and extraordinary is the size of your belief. Step 2. Redefine. What's possible? Most people define what's possible by looking at their current job, their income, or their social circle. But those aren't real limits, they're comfort zones. Think about this. Airplanes were once considered impossible. So was talking across the world through a tiny device. So was putting a human being on the moon. If you only think inside your current box, you'll never realize how big life can actually be. So, how do you expand your definition of what's possible? Read biographies of great leaders and entrepreneurs. Surround yourself with ambitious people. Learn stories of ordinary people who achieved extraordinary things. The more you expose your mind to bigger possibilities, the more your own imagination expands. Step 3. Set goals that scare you. Safe goals keep you average. Bold goals force you to grow. If your goals don't scare you even a little, they're not big enough. The rich and successful set goals that stretch their skills, demand new habits, and force them to think differently. For example, instead of saying, I want to save $500 this year, ask, how can I earn $10,000 more this year? Instead of, I want to start a small business someday, ask, how can I launch something now that could eventually serve thousands of people? Your goals should shift your perspective. They should make you look at opportunities differently and inspire action you wouldn't have taken otherwise. Step 4. Take small steps toward big dreams. Here's the truth. Big dreams can feel overwhelming. And when people get overwhelmed, they freeze. But the people who actually achieve big things don't wait until they're ready. They start small. Want to build wealth? Open your first investment account today, even with just $10. Want to launch a business? Test your first idea, no matter how imperfect. Want to become a leader? Start by taking responsibility in your current environment. Thinking bigger doesn't mean waiting for a miracle. It means stacking consistent small actions until momentum takes over. And if you're finding value so far, don't forget to subscribe. It lets me know you're serious about thinking bigger, and it ensures you won't miss any of the strategies I share every week. Step 5. Surround yourself with bigger thinkers. You can't soar like an eagle if you surround yourself with pigeons. The people you spend the most time with will either keep you grounded or push you higher. If everyone around you is comfortable staying average, you'll feel guilty for wanting more. But if you surround yourself with ambitious, driven people, you'll naturally start raising your own standards. Ask yourself, who am I spending time with? Do they inspire me, challenge me, and encourage me to grow, or do they keep me small? Sometimes, thinking bigger requires finding a new circle. Step 6. Stop seeking permission. Average thinkers wait for permission. Permission to start, permission to try, permission to chase their dreams. But here's the reality: nobody is coming to hand you a permission slip. The most successful people gave themselves permission long before the world believed in them. You don't need validation to pursue a bigger vision. You don't need everyone to understand. The moment you stop waiting for approval is the moment you step into real power. Step 7. Act as if you already belong. Confidence attracts opportunity. The wealthy, the leaders, the innovators, they step into rooms as if they belong there, even before they've earned it. Thinking bigger means carrying yourself with the energy of where you're headed, not just where you are now. When you walk, talk, and decide as if you're already that person, opportunities and people begin to align with your vision. Average thinking leads to average lives. If you want more, if you want to build wealth, create freedom, and live boldly, you must think bigger. Challenge your beliefs. Redefine what's possible. Set scary goals. Take small, consistent steps. Surround yourself with people who lift you higher. Stop seeking permission. And act as if you already belong. So here's my question for you. What's one area of your life where you've been playing small, and how will you start thinking bigger today? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And if this video inspired you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to North of Average. Because together, we're not just dreaming, we're building lives that are always ahead, and always north of average.